Hey, quick question. How old are you turning this year, Maggie? Are you turning 35 next month or 34?
I'm turning 34. Why?
34 and 35's basically the same. But seriously.
Why are you asking? And how did you forget? We're the same age. Shouldn't you know my age without asking? We've been together for 5 years now.
Yeah, I've been thinking about some things recently.
Is something bothering you?
Well, I read something that popped up online. It mentioned that after the age of 35, there's complications with getting pregnant and even giving birth to a baby. Isn't being single at 34 pretty bad?
What? We've been dating 5 years. That's why I'm still not married at this age. You said that you wanted to focus on your career still, and marriage was something we should think about once that calms down. That's why I didn't say anything, and I've been quietly waiting for the right timing. Who are you to say all this? Now? You're talking about age now? Seriously, did you not think of this when we started dating or when you proposed?
I thought those complications happened much later in age. I didn't think it was from 35. Men start becoming charming and attractive from 30. And you know how they say it's the peak of their life, right? There's nothing better than a younger woman, but I thought you were still okay. I guess thinking about it, I've just noticed you're really close to 40.
So you saw the online article and saw the age and thought of my age. You thought that my age is already crossing 1 foot into the borderline of those complications. So this is why you're asking about my age suddenly.
You know, I've been thinking I want a few kids. I'm an only child, so I always felt jealous of my friends who had brothers to play with. But it'll be hard to have more than 1 kid with you, right?
Stop assuming things. You can't just think I can't have more than 1 child because of my age. It happens a lot more than you think.
Well, like I said, I was thinking about a lot of things after I proposed. And I was thinking of how your family are all farmers, right?
Yeah, my parents are farmers, so what? I told you that when we started dating, remember?
I don't know how I feel about farmers. I don't really want to help out. If they ask me, I'll have to also go with you, right? It'll make it seem like I'm a bad son-in-law if I don't go. And I can't tell them I don't want to help out.
Seriously? Why are you saying all of this all of a sudden?
I know, I did propose. Now that I'm thinking about everything, I'm just feeling like I kind of regret things. Maybe I should have thought this through before actually proposing to you.
That's not funny, Taylor. We've already finished meeting with our families. Not only that, we're already getting our wedding prepared. You know that, right?
I'm accepting a farmer's daughter. That's a lot I'm doing on my end already. Don't you think there should be something good in it for me?
Wait, what? Are you serious? Accepting a farmer's daughter is what you thought after getting engaged? There should be something good for you? What are you saying?
I mean, they say farmers have an old way of thinking. So maybe you can be more of a classic wife. Like maybe listening to everything I have to say. How about you accept all the requests I say as the husband? You can be a yes man. Oh well, you'll be a yes woman, I guess.
Are you joking? Please tell me you're joking. Or are you drunk already? Is that why you're talking about this suddenly?
No, I'm being completely serious.
In my eyes, my parents have always been treating each other fairly. I've always felt that way since I was a kid. I respect that relationship, and that's what I've always wanted. Being equal is my ideal relationship, even after getting married. Not like one of them listening to the other and doing everything. That's gonna burden the one person doing everything, and it'll become so stressful. I'm not looking for a relationship like that where one of us is gonna have to hold in our feelings.
Then I'll have to rethink our marriage.
What? You mean like, you want to call off the wedding?
I can't say that. That'll make me a horrible guy, right? But I am a man in his 30s. It's the best time for me. I've been pretty popular to girls in their 20s recently. Like at work, younger girls keep flirting with me. When we go drinking after work, those girls keep asking me to exchange phone numbers.
Do you hear yourself? Do you really understand what you're saying?
Yeah, of course, I've been thinking about it. So, I kind of came to the conclusion that if you don't decide to become a yes woman, I don't know. Maybe I'll just go for a younger girl. That's all I want to say, but it's your call.
I was waiting this whole time, and I thought you finally proposed. But seriously? This is what you tell me now?
What can I do? I'm being approached by younger, cuter girls recently. I have all the options. I actually recently met with this huge company president's daughter. You know the company M Foods, right? They have a bunch of famous restaurants.
Yeah, of course I know of the company.
We decided to collaborate with them for work and we're gonna release a product together. I was in charge of that, and the person in charge of the project from their company is the daughter of that company. Meaning she's super rich. Not only that, she's younger than you. I didn't tell you, but lately I've been going out to eat with her outside of work. She keeps saying that it's to research for work, but I'm sure she has feelings for me. Like I said, I'm popular with girls.
So you're saying you want to dump me and move on to her?
I can't say that. What would that make me? But I'm just saying, I have a lot of options, unlike you.
That's enough. It's my fault that I've been letting all the things I felt were off in this relationship. I should have known. I started to think I should settle with you since I've been with you for so long. I guess I lost my way. I want to rethink our relationship, so let's just put off this wedding.
Are you sure you want that? You're the one that's gonna have a problem with calling this wedding off at 34.
Maybe, who knows? But I don't want to keep talking to you right now. Give me some time to think about it.
I'm sure you're gonna come back to me and marry me. You're single and 34. You're like a dog with a snack being hung in front of you. How can you resist? How can you not want to marry me? I'm all that you have. Who would choose someone that's starting to enter their 40s soon? You only have two options you can choose out of. So why don't you just calm down and listen to me? Marry me and become a wife who's a yes woman, or give up on marrying me. Maggie, there's something I want to talk to you about the reception dinner. It seems like I could get the rare fish that day for the reception. The one that you wanted. I think we can confirm that we can get it.
Hi, Nancy. Really? But don't they say fish goes bad super fast? Wouldn't it be a little difficult to have for the reception?
Supposedly, it's at the peak when the wedding's happening. I know a person who works at the fish market and they offered to help out. They said they'd be able to pick it up first thing in the morning and bring it to us on the day of. They're super excited about it and planning everything for the reception. Is that okay?
Yes! Oh my god, Nancy, thank you so much for everything.
I'm so glad you're okay with this. I was worried I might have gone overboard. I don't want to burden you.
No way. I'm so thankful you're helping me with this. I wouldn't have been able to plan this without your support. Thank you so much, Nancy.
Don't even mention it. I'm so thankful that you're marrying my son. I raised him as a single mother, right? I feel like I might have spoiled him a bit, and he's a little stubborn. You're like an angel to deal with that idiot.
Oh my, I'm definitely not an angel.
He doesn't have a father, so I'm sure you're worried that I'm the only one that's here for him. I know you can't tell me your worries since I'm gonna be your mother-in-law. I really hope that you can think of me as your real mother. That might be asking for too much, but at least if you can think of me as your real family, that would make me so happy. You don't have to hold in anything, okay? I can't read the lines and guess what you want to actually say, so you can straight out tell me everything.
You've been nothing but nice to me, even before the wedding and me joining your family. Honestly, I'm actually really excited that you're gonna be my mother-in-law. I'm sure there are things I'm going to burden you with, and I'm incompetent in many ways. But I hope you'll share with me and teach me your wisdom.
Teach you my wisdom? Oh my, I don't think I have anything I can teach you, Maggie. You're already so wonderful and intelligent. Not only are you intelligent, you even cook so much better than me. I think there's so much more for you to teach me.
Next time, let's cook together. I'd love to spend time and learn about your life. You can also teach me the kind of food he likes.
That'd be great. I'll be looking forward to that.
Yeah, same here. Oh, I almost forgot you contacted me to tell me about the reception dinner. I'll notify the venue about the reception dinner. I'm so excited about the dinner now. Thank you so much, Nancy.
So, there's something I've been hiding from you.
Okay, where is this coming from suddenly? And how have you been?
Good, actually. Anyways, remember that president's daughter I talked to you about a little while ago? We decided to get married.
Excuse me? Did you just say married? So you got engaged with her?
Yeah, we kept meeting and we were kind of in a relationship. Last night I was on a date with her and I told her that if I'm gonna marry someone, I want it to be her. And she said she was really happy to hear that. We both talked about what we wanted and got engaged. In order to get married, we both need to confirm our feelings and what we want, right?
That's true. That is important if you're gonna get married.
I was able to confirm her feelings for me, and now I'm officially engaged to her. I told you she's into me. Not only did I score a younger girl, she's rich. So I'm officially gonna become rich too. If I marry the president's daughter, that means I'm basically the president's son. I'll be the one who takes over the company soon enough. So, I'm canceling her wedding. You're just a poor farmer's daughter. You guys can't be compared. No way I choose you over her. As the next president to be, I can't stand being married to a commoner like you.
What? Whose wedding are you canceling?
What? Of course I'm calling off the wedding with you. Our wedding is not happening. Sorry, but I can't marry a poor farmer's daughter now. I have the potential to become the next president, to become rich. So I've decided I'm not gonna marry you. It won't take me long to forget you, but it might take you forever to get over me. Sorry about that. Anyways, as I said, I'm calling off the wedding, so you're okay with it, right? Well, it's not like you have a choice. By the way, the reason why I'm calling off the wedding is because you didn't accept my request, right? So it's your responsibility since you're at fault. I'm not paying a dime for the wedding, so take care of it on your side, okay?
You're not making any sense. I'm planning to get married next month. With, of course, someone that's not you. So I don't get why you're talking about our wedding. Also, what wedding venue are you talking about?
What are you saying? You're joking, right?
No, I'm a little bit confused of what you're talking about. Remember we broke up half a year ago. So why are you talking about us suddenly?
What do you mean we broke up? We didn't break up.
Yeah, we did. Weren't you going on dates with that president's daughter because we broke up? Are you kidding me? We haven't spoken in months and you thought we were still getting married?
Stop asking questions. That's a different story from this. We were even engaged, so how could we break up? My dad kept on bugging me about when my wedding is gonna be. That's why I got the wedding venue and everything ready. And today's that day, the day we were supposed to get married.
I'm not following. So you thought you were still engaged to me. And your father kept bothering you about when the wedding was happening. So you prepared the wedding and everything without even contacting me, not even once. And that wedding day is today? The wedding is today, but since you decided you're gonna get married to a different woman, you decided to contact me on the day of to cancel the wedding. I didn't know of. This is my first time hearing all this.
Didn't you see it in the calendar app we share? I wrote everything down on it.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about that app. I deleted that thing a long time ago.
What? Why?
Because we broke up? Why would I keep it when there's nothing we need to share now?
I didn't approve of that. I never said I'm gonna break up with you.
Half a year ago, you told me about the president's daughter, and you said that you might just move on to her, right? And then, remember, I told you I wanted to rethink our relationship.
The only option you were given was to be my yes woman wife, not to break up. That was the decision, that you were gonna marry me.
That's what you decided on. I never agreed to it. You even said that you're calling off the wedding, remember? Even after that, remember we met up and we talked in person about breaking up?
When did we meet up?
Yeah, you were looking at your phone the whole time I was talking. I said, let's call off the wedding and end our relationship, and then you said, okay. You responded okay, so I thought you were well aware and agreed to it. I don't know how you didn't know we broke up.
No, I don't remember any of that.
You were texting the whole time while I was talking. Were you just responding without actually listening?
I don't remember anything. It's already half a year ago.
I don't want to get into an argument like this over what we said or not. I knew it. I knew you weren't listening to me. That's why I recorded everything. If you want to hear it, I have the recording as proof. So, anyways, after I broke up with you, I started seeing a different person I was introduced to. And now I'm engaged to him. As I said earlier, we're getting married and having the wedding next month. Get the picture now?
What? Well, whatever. I'm dumping you and I'm getting married to a younger and richer woman, so I don't care anymore. But you better pay for the cancellation fee for today's wedding.
That makes no sense. Why would I have to pay for the wedding that I didn't even know of until today? Remember what you said earlier? It's important to confirm each other's feelings? You didn't confirm anything with me and you just went ahead with booking a wedding venue. I have no responsibility to pay for the wedding I found out about the day of.
It's your fault that you didn't tell me you're breaking up with me.
Oh my god, I'm getting a headache. I spoke to you about breaking up and you agreed to it. Like I said, I have it recorded as proof. Not only that, we didn't even contact each other during this half a year. We didn't even meet or go on a date. How did you think we were still together? Is this a prank? I literally can't imagine how anyone could be this stupid.
Well,
you're just gonna say that you were pressured from your father or whatever, right? And that at that time you weren't engaged to the president's daughter? Not only that, but your father thought you were gonna get married with me, so how can you explain to him? Since you didn't know what to do, you decided to just book the venue so you can shut him up, right?
How did you know all that?
It's just my imagination. You're not that hard to read. You made me wait for 5 years to get married. You turned 34 and you were being asked when you're gonna get married by everyone around you. So you decided to just propose to me since you didn't have anyone else. You're the kind of person that can just call off the engagement after giving it a thought because you obviously didn't think it through. It's easy to imagine that. That's probably what also happened for today's wedding. You prepared without telling me.
If you can see through me so well, then you should just pay for the cancellation fee for today's wedding.
In what universe does that logic make sense?
You were the one who didn't tell my parents we called off the engagement and wedding. That's why I was pressured to book the wedding venue and to give the date.
Okay, this is going nowhere. I don't have time to talk with you about this nonsense. I wasn't there with you to book the wedding venue. I didn't see any contracts, nor was I notified about it. I have no responsibility to pay for it at all. Please don't involve me in your hasty decisions. I'm no longer your girlfriend or fiancé, so take care of it on your side. We both chose a different path with a different person to become happy, so let's just honor that. It'd be best to not stay in touch. Goodbye, Taylor.
Hey, wait! That's not fair. Are you just gonna end this without coming to an agreement? That's not fair that you just decided on your own. Maggie, I woke up. You were the one for me. I just got lost for a second. You're the one I'm supposed to be with. We're both still single. Let's get back together and get married. It's perfect since we already met our families and we can just pick up where we left off.
Did the president's daughter dump you? I heard you weren't even really engaged to her, right?
What? How did you know that?
The person you were talking about is going to be my sister-in-law soon.
She's gonna become your sister-in-law. What?
Yeah, when my fiancé and I get married, she's going to become my sister-in-law.
I don't understand. What are you saying?
Really, Taylor? I don't think there's any other way to explain this. She's my fiancé's younger sister. Is that clear enough?
What? You're joking, right? I'm seriously not following.
Are you too surprised that you lost all your senses? I told you that I was introduced to someone, right? And that I'm gonna marry him next month? It was meant to be since it all happened so fast. As if I was waiting for us to break up. That person I was introduced to was the son of M Food's president.
No way.
Yeah, I was wondering what you were talking about. Since you were talking as if you were gonna become the next president of the company if you got married to the daughter. Isn't it obvious that the first son becomes the president?
Wait, how were you able to get introduced to someone like that? What kind of connections would you have?
You obviously didn't seem to know and were making fun of my parents being farmers. But their business is extremely successful, to the point that we have so many companies wanting contracts with their products. M Foods turns out to be one of them who has a contract with my parents. You know all the restaurants M Food owns? They're using my parents' vegetables at every single location.
You've got to be kidding me. What are the chances?
When you came over to meet with my parents, didn't you notice anything? Like how huge the land was?
I thought that was the norm for farmers. I didn't think it was especially large or anything.
Oh my god, Taylor, I don't know what to say. Aren't you working at a food company? How can you not know about something like this when it's part of your job, Taylor?
Wait, if M Foods has a son and he's next in line to become the president, you're gonna get married to him. Does that mean you're gonna be the next president's wife?
Yeah, I guess so.
Gotta be kidding me.
Just so you know, the president is someone who made her company big on her own and raised 2 kids on her own as a single mother. She's such a wonderful person. You obviously don't know since you only saw it as a chance to become rich. But someone so wonderful luckily really likes me. She's saying she wants to be my family and that she wants me to be her family. She's someone who'd do anything for her family and loved ones.
The president's family.
That's why I told her about you. I couldn't hide it from her when her whole family is so wonderful. When she heard about everything, she came to a conclusion that you're not fit for her daughter. I was asked to tell her daughter about everything that happened between us.
Everything. From when and about what?
Everything, like how we got engaged, and how you were after we came back from meeting my parents. How you were trying to dump me to get married to the president's daughter. Literally everything I knew, I let her know.
You're kidding, right?
But my sister-in-law is so intelligent. Even before I told her anything, I guess she felt like there was something off about you. So before becoming engaged to you, she wanted to make sure what kind of person you were. It just so happened that I knew a lot about you. Although, when I told her about you telling me you guys are engaged, she did actually clarify that you two were not even engaged.
But when I told her I wanted to marry her, she responded that she was happy.
Even if she tells you she's happy to hear it, that doesn't mean she agreed or said yes. She's just saying she's happy you felt that way about her. That's all, and it doesn't mean anything more. Stop making it mean more than what it actually means. Did you even confirm with her about her feelings? Didn't you say that it was important to confirm each other's feelings when it comes to marriage?
Her telling me that she's happy is a yes. I saw her face. I was the one there, not you.
Anyway, she said she never got engaged to you because she never said yes. She talked to you about ending things, right? So you can't get married to her. Not only that, but who knows if you can keep that contract.
Wait, what contract?
Did you forget the collaboration with M Foods you were talking about before? Aren't you the one in charge of that project?
Wait, no, please no, not the contract. After working here for 12 years, it's finally my chance to get promoted. If the contract with M Foods gets canceled, my promotion is also gonna get canceled.
My mother-in-law values personality, integrity, and honesty more than anything. In that sense, you're already pretty much done for since she knows your true intentions.
Maggie, please, I beg you. You're going to become her family, right? Can you please talk to her and the president?
Even if that's not what they want, it's obvious that they decided they didn't want anything to do with you. Yet you want me to talk to her to get married with you and talk to the president about the contract?
You have the power to get them to agree, right? You can just tell them that you think I'll be able to do better, and I really will. I'll treasure her and I'll put all my effort into the collaboration too.
No, I don't think that's happening, so I won't be talking to them about you anymore.
Why? Why can't you just help me out?
I don't want to put my family through unnecessary things and burden them. Plus, I don't think I owe you anything to help you out. You're just my ex, someone I broke up with half a year ago and nothing more.
Come on, don't say that. We were together for 5 years. Don't you think you can help out?
I was just being held back for 5 years. That's a long time I wasted on you. I worked so hard to make you happy and to meet your expectations. I tried my best to understand and accept all your flaws. But there's something I found out after dating my fiancé. And that's that not just one person can put their effort in a relationship. That's not how a relationship works.
What?
My fiancé. He puts his effort in and also relies on me. I also do the same. We both put the same amount of effort, and that's why we can trust each other. He won't tell me or ask me something crazy or something that he knows he'll burden me with. Not only that, he's never looked down on me or my family even once. Even if he was in the same position, I know he wouldn't do what you did to me. Everything you did was just trying to control me and the situation so it works out better for you. You never thought about me and what's best for me. Everything you did was just to satisfy yourself and that ego of yours. Who would want to become family with someone like that? Would you want to become family with someone like you? Now that you know everything, let's keep our distance so that we don't have to ever interact from now on. I'd like that, and I think my in-laws will appreciate that as well. Goodbye, Taylor.
Maggie, just give me a minute. I get it. I admit that I was the one who was wrong. You don't need to be a yes woman. I can't live my life without you. My life is just darkness without you.
He ended up paying for the cancellation for the wedding venue he booked without telling me. I guess he used up all his savings for that. But he didn't have enough money, so he went crawling to his parents to borrow money to pay it off. He was told that he can't come back home until he finishes paying off his debt to them. Not only that, my mother-in-law really ended up canceling the contract they had with his company. When she was asked for the reason, she mentioned that she can't work with someone who's dishonest and has no integrity. He was taken off the project and he was demoted. Since a different person is in charge, she agreed to keep the contract, but keeping a close eye. This was the last update I received from my mother-in-law about him. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please click the like button. See you next time!
I just had the most passionate night with your boyfriend. I had no idea that he was so good in bed. I guess you guys won't be getting married anymore.
Wait, really? I can't believe it actually became true. I'm kind of surprised.
Wait, what? That's your reaction? What are you even talking about?
Everything that my fortune teller told me came true. She told me that I would lose something really important to me at some point this month.
Whoa, that's kind of freaky. It looks like you're going to be losing your boyfriend to me after all. You were also meant to get married to him this month, right?
Could you just give me one moment? My fortune teller told me that my lucky color for this week was green. I'm going to go and wear green clothes now. I want something lucky to happen to me after hearing this bad news from you.
Would you please listen to what I have to say? I still haven't finished saying everything. You're such a weird person. Who believes in that kind of crap? I totally get why Max cheated on you with me.
It's strange, though. I was told I'd be lucky this week. Maybe I need to acquire more green-colored items.
What is wrong with you? Weirdo? I bet you're just saying this to hide the fact that you're getting really upset.
Could you hold on a minute? I'm trying to put on all my green accessories as well.
OMG! It feels like I'm having a conversation with an alien or something.
I'm not sure if I should put on this necklace, though. It's more of a bluish green. Maybe this wouldn't count as my lucky item.
Just stop! None of that is going to make any difference. Lucky colors and fortune-telling are all just a bunch of crap. It's a scam to get money from idiots like you. Your luck is just gonna keep getting worse. Would you please just listen to what I want to tell you?
Do I really have to? I'm kind of scared now.
Of course you do! It's something very important. Max is going to be my boyfriend from today. He's no longer going to get married to you. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's mine! Don't you dare come near him ever again. You go and find an alien to get married to. You're way too weird for us humans.
That's no good. I wonder why I'm so unlucky today. I'm wearing so much green stuff. It was meant to be my lucky color.
You don't have to cancel the wedding, by the way.
Why, though? I should cancel it if I'm not going to marry Max.
I'm going to marry him instead at the same wedding venue. Thanks so much for preparing everything. I'll make sure to enjoy it. You haven't sent out the wedding invites yet, right? I haven't received one after all. I'm like your best friend.
I had them all prepared. I was planning on sending them out at some point this week.
Well then, there's no need to send them out. Would you just send me a bunch of blank invites? I'm going to send them out to my family and friends instead. Max has agreed to all of this, BTW.
Are you really serious about all this? Is this not some kind of prank? I thought that we were pretty close friends. We've known each other since middle school.
Yeah, I'm dead serious. I just couldn't resist because he was so my type. Also, I never really thought of you as a close friend. You're a little different to most people after all.
You never thought of me as a close friend?
Not at all. You know what? This is the perfect opportunity. I'll tell you how I really feel about you. I absolutely hate your face, personality, and your voice. Basically everything about you. The only thing I liked about you was how obedient you were. You always listened to whatever I said.
That's the only thing you liked about me? We've known each other for so long.
I also despised you for taking Max. He was meant to be mine. I was absolutely distraught when I heard that you were dating him. My pride was in absolute shambles. I mean, how could I lose to a weirdo like you? I don't mind it too much now that he's mine, though.
I'm just amazed that my fortune teller was able to predict this. She told me that I would lose two things that are very important to me.
Are you even listening to what I'm saying? Stop talking about all that crap!
Yeah, I am listening.
I don't believe you. Repeat everything that I told you today, then.
Okay, sure. You slept with Max and decided to steal him from me. My marriage with him...
What about the marriage? Come on, tell me what's going to happen to your marriage.
My marriage with him is no longer going to happen.
Aw, well done. I'm so proud that you remembered everything. You can come to our wedding, BTW, if you really want. You know the venue and the time, right? It was meant to be your wedding after all. I'd love for you to be there.
How could you say this to me?
I know that you're free on the day of the wedding. Your plans got canceled after all.
I thought you were my friend. I really trusted you. I can't believe you would betray me like this. It's a little too much for me to handle.
That's too bad. I'm actually having a great time seeing you get so upset. It's a shame that you quit your job because you were planning to become a housewife. I've managed to ruin your entire life. It just feels so damn good.
I still can't believe that this is really happening. I'm going to talk to Max about this directly. I don't know if I should trust what you're saying.
That's impossible. You're never going to be able to talk to him ever again. He's blocked and deleted your number already. Just give up already.
Are you sure about that? I was texting him just yesterday.
Stop whining about everything. Just admit that you lost. He's mine now. Now that I've told you everything, me and Max can go ahead and get married. I've got to start getting ready for my wedding now. There's just so much I have to prepare for. I don't have the time to be talking to you anymore. Goodbye, loser.
Kate? Why did you send me this photo?
Oops! I'm so clumsy. I was meant to send this to Max instead of you. I'm just so sorry. I'm surprised by how much you were planning to spend on this wedding, by the way. I had no idea you and your family were so rich. I can't believe you were planning to spend $2,000 on just the flowers. The wedding planners told me that they had to import the flowers from Europe.
Oh, so they arrived. I was actually going to change the flowers for the bouquet. I found some other ones that I liked more.
What? So you were willing to just ditch the $2,000 bouquet? Just how rich are you? Life's just not fair at all. At least I managed to take Max in your wedding from you. The wedding dress is fabulous, BTW. I heard you got it custom ordered from Anna Campbell Bridal. My jaw dropped when I first got to see it. It's the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen. I'm basically the same height as you, so I'm going to be wearing this dress at my wedding.
You didn't try the dress on, did you?
Are you blind or something? Try paying a little more attention. I was wearing it in the photo I sent to you earlier.
Oh yeah, I guess so. I didn't notice.
Also, why are you asking me that? It's not your dress anymore. It's my dress. I can wear it whenever I want to.
That dress was really expensive. I had it custom made for myself.
I know it was expensive. Stop stating the obvious. Oh, the skin feels so nice on my skin. It's just so smooth. I could wear this all day. I'm just too excited for my wedding. I never thought I would get to experience such a luxurious wedding.
So you really are planning to take over this entire wedding from me then?
Of course I am. I would never pass up on an opportunity like this. Even Max is getting really excited to marry me. He's defo gonna be happier marrying me than a weirdo like you. We told the wedding planners that the name of the bride was incorrect. The wedding is happening under my name now. The venue is so perfect as well. An ocean view? OMG, it's just like a perfect dream. It's defo gonna be the best day of my life. It's probably gonna be the worst day of your life though. It's just so damn satisfying.
Did you send me the photo on purpose by any chance? I think it's a pretty difficult mistake to make.
What? You only just realized? Of course I sent it to you on purpose.
I can't believe that you would go this far. Haven't you ruined my life enough already?
Nope. I still haven't had enough. I could do this all day.
I thought that my luck was meant to increase this week. At least, that's what my fortune teller told me.
You still believe in that stuff? Why don't you go find a four-leaf clover or something? All this crap is just a way for you to escape reality. How about you accept what's happening to you for once?
My lucky item this week was meant to be a rose. I guess I should go and buy a couple more. I really want to get more lucky this week.
You go and do that then. It's not going to change anything at all. I'm going to get going and start sending out some wedding invites then. sent you a wedding invite! You better come to my wedding. I've already put your name on the guest list.
So you really are going to go through with stealing my entire wedding?
How many times do I have to tell you this? It's my wedding now! I've already sent out your invites, so you can't say no, okay?
I guess I'm just gonna have to attend then.
There we go! You finally accepted the reality. At least you'll be able to enjoy the food that you had planned. I can't believe you hired professional French chefs to make an entire course dinner for everyone. This is just gonna be the best day of my life.
I'm glad you're looking forward to it so much. Are you gonna be able to pay for it all, though?
Huh? I thought that all the payments had been completed already. Max told me that your parents had already paid for it all.
Actually, none of it's been paid for. My parents were planning on paying for it, but I stopped them when you texted me the other day.
What? You're not serious, are you?
You should be the one paying for the wedding if you're going to be the bride. Why should my family have to pay for your wedding?
Oh God, this is so not good. I gotta hurry up and talk to Max about it. He's not answering any of my calls. It says that his number no longer exists.
That's probably because he received my letter that I sent him. I told him that he would have to pay for the wedding himself. He might have gotten scared and ran away.
You sent him a letter?
Yeah, he blocked my number, so that was the only way I could contact him. I needed to let him know that my parents weren't going to pay for any of the wedding anymore.
Yikes. This is not good. How much even is this wedding? Surely it can't be too much.
Around $15,000 just for renting the venue.
What did you just say?
Then there's the dress, catering services, decorations, and so much more. I think the entire wedding comes out to around $30,000.
What? $30,000? I'm canceling this wedding right away.
There's not much time till the wedding date, so it's going to cost some money to cancel it. I think the cancellation fee will be around 50%. So, around $15,000?
Did you just say $15,000 just to cancel the wedding? You're joking, right?
Not at all. A lot of the preparations for the wedding have already been completed after all. I guess Max got scared of the cancellation fees and just ran away from you. There's also one more thing I forgot to tell you. I'm going to be suing both you and Max for having an affair. I am so suing you for all this. You ruined my wedding. You pay for it.
I don't think so. You guys weren't even married.
Actually, I can still sue you. It doesn't change the fact that you caused this mess. But actually, we were already married when you slept with him. I had handed in our marriage registration already.
Max never mentioned anything about this to me.
He can be a little forgetful about details sometimes. That's just the kind of guy he is.
I can't believe this. I don't know what I should be doing now. Ugh, I can't believe that Max would just abandon me like this.
You better not run away like he did. I'm going to make sure that you apologize to me and just pay up, will you? I know that you were bad-mouthing me on Instagram as well. You were boasting about how you had stolen my wedding from me. You insulted me over and over on your story. I saw it all and took screenshots as evidence. I think I could even sue you for defamation for this. That's a crime that can be punished by the law. Maybe I'll go and report you to the police.
No. Please don't. Not the police.
You're going to have a criminal record if I report you.
Please don't do that. Hey, we're like close friends, right? We've known each other since middle school. You're like my bestie. Would you please not report me to the police?
Now you're calling me my bestie? You've completely changed your mind. I know that you don't really mean it. I'm going to make you pay for everything you've done. You've already betrayed my trust completely.
But I said sorry to you already. Please forgive me. It's all Max's fault. Why are you blaming me for all of this?
You don't need to worry about him. I'm going to make him pay for everything that he did as well. I can't believe he betrayed me like this just before we had our wedding. I'm also going to report everything that he did to his workplace. I'm pretty sure he's going to be losing his job.
I just thought of a great solution. How about I go and find Max and bring him to you? If I do that, could you forgive me and not report me to the police?
There's no need for you to do that. I've already called his parents. I'm sure we'll find him pretty soon.
Oh, I see. What can I do instead to be forgiven then? I really don't want to be arrested. I don't want to pay you anything. I can't.
That's too bad then. I have no intention of forgiving you at all. My fortune teller told me that I shouldn't have second thoughts. She said that I should go through with whatever decision I make. Therefore, I have no intention of ever forgiving you. Oh yeah, you're a Capricorn, right?
Yeah, I am. Why does that matter?
The weekly horoscope said that Capricorn would have terrible luck this week. You should probably be careful this week. I just received a text from Max's parents. They've managed to catch him. They've also told him to pay me a settlement and agree to end our engagement. I'm glad that's all sorted out now.
Does that mean you're going to forgive me then?
Not at all. I've just hired a very expensive lawyer to help me sort all of this out. You better be prepared. Also, you're going to have to talk about the wedding cancellation fees with Max. I'm not going to have anything to do with that.
I never should have stolen Max from you. I also shouldn't have taken the wedding that you prepared. I've realized that what I did was absolutely unacceptable. I promise that I'll be a good friend to you from now on. Could we please talk this out? I'll literally do anything that you tell me to do if you can forgive me for this.
I'm sorry, but I've got to listen to what my fortune teller told me. She told me to go through with any decision that I make. I am not going to have second thoughts about any of this. Everything that my fortune teller has told me has come true. I'm going to continue listening to her advice.
You shouldn't listen to what a fortune teller says. It's just a bunch of crap.
What did you just say?
Oh, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean that. I think fortune tellers are very respectable and truthful.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe you should go and talk to my fortune teller. She'll tell you what your lucky color for this week is. I really recommend it. You're gonna need some luck because your future is looking very bleak.
I don't have any savings! I have nothing! Please, would you do something about the wedding cancellation fees? You and your family are rich, right? Please, please, please!
I'm rich, but I have no obligation to help you out. Best of luck with all the payments.
Would you please show me a little empathy? We're friends, right? Wait, how come you aren't replying to me? Excuse me? Hello? Please don't ignore me like this. Ah, my life is over!
I hired a lawyer and immediately asked Max and Kate to pay me for the cancellation fees and emotional damages. Max ended up running away after paying me the settlement fee. Kate was left all by herself to pay the entire cancellation fee for the wedding. I also reported Kate to the police for defamation. I showed them all the proof of her damaging my reputation on Instagram. She was taken in for questioning by the police, and it looks like she might get a criminal record for it. It looks like she's going to have a very difficult life ahead of her. I managed to end my engagement with Max and was back to living a peaceful life. A few months later, my fortune teller told me that I would have a very lucky month. The very next day, I met a wonderful guy at the bar and we got along very well together. Maybe this guy is finally going to be the guy I spend the rest of my life with. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button. Hello, Lori. It was so nice to meet you today. I know we didn't have a lot of time today, so our meeting was cut short, but I'm excited for the next time I see you. We will have so much to talk about. If you're free next week, I could come visit you again? I'd love to get to know you more. Oh, you mean you plan to come over again? Yes, of course. You can't be serious. Are you acting oblivious, or are you just dense? You must have a very thick skin. I thought I was being pretty obvious. Do your friends ever tell you that you're not very perceptive? Oh, actually, no one's ever said that to me before. Is that so? Maybe you're like this because the people you surround yourself with are just as clueless as you then. I'm sorry, I don't follow. Did I do or say something that might have upset you today? I apologize if I did. Please let me know what it was that upset you, and I will do my best not to let it happen again. I'm going to be straightforward with you since you don't seem to be able to take a hint. I don't approve of your family background. My family background? That's right. Your family background. I heard that your family run a small business selling pots at some farmer's market. You know very well that my son's salary as a doctor is worth quadruple what your parents or yourself could ever dream of. You can't fool me. You are the perfect example of what a gold digger is. You're trying to mooch off of Harry, and it's very obvious. How dare you even think to get married to someone like my son? Do you finally understand what I'm trying to say? It is clear that your family and our family are on different levels. We have different standards. We're different people, you see. You thought you could change your life by marrying my son. Well, that is too bad, because I am not going to let that happen, no matter what. LOL. LOL? Are you out of your mind? Did your parents not teach you to be respectful to elders? This is what I'm talking about. So classless. I'm sorry, but that was too funny. You're hilarious. Are you for real? I knew you were two-faced the moment I met you. Is this your true color? It's like you're a whole different person now. Lori, I think you might have misunderstood the situation here. You got it all mixed up. You're calling me a gold digger, but it's actually the other way around, you see? Your son is the one that begged me to date him. He followed me around everywhere and would not leave me alone. He even messaged my friends to try to get me to come out. It was clear that he wouldn't give up even after so many times of me turning him down. That's when I realized that I had no choice but to finally give him a chance. And here we are after 3 years of dating. Give him a chance? How dare you belittle him? You should be thankful that a doctor like him even considered you. Turning the story around is not going to change anything. You're only trying to make yourself feel better by denying the facts. Can't you see that this was just some sort of charity to him? Harry is just too caring. He sees something unfortunate and just can't walk away. What am I going to do with him? I'm confused. At first you were upset thinking that I was the one to pursue your son. But now you are upset that I wasn't being grateful that your doctor son chose me? What exactly is it that you want? Do you even realize what you are saying? It sounds like no matter what I say, you're just going to deny me. Do you really think that I'm going to allow this marriage to happen? Someone like you doesn't deserve my son. I spent so much money and time on giving him the best education there is. I dedicated my whole life trying to make him the perfect man there is. I already set Harry up on a blind date with someone who suits him better. She is a daughter of a well-known family-run law firm. I won't go into further detail. Simply put, you don't fit our standards. So I suggest you give up now before you get your feelings hurt. Don't waste any more of my time. Please, wake up and get out of sight! Okay, I understand. It's not polite to get in someone's way. Since Harry has other plans lined up for him, I will gladly step aside. As you wish, you will not hear from me again.
Hello, Melissa. Didn't you say that you were meeting Harry's mother today? How come you haven't updated me on how it went?
Yep, I did. She was the absolute worst, Dad.
What do you mean by the absolute worst? Was it that bad?
Just like I said, the absolute worst. She's impossible to talk to. I have never met such an unpleasant person in my life. She's so proud of her doctor's son that I can't even try to have a normal conversation with her without her trying to belittle me. She didn't even bother to get to know me. She was just busy trying to get rid of me.
Oh, tell me everything. I want to know in detail. What exactly did she say?
There's not much to really tell you. I don't know where she even got the idea, but she thought our family business was selling pots at a farmer's market. And let me tell you, she was not happy about that. I didn't even bother to correct her. It wasn't like she was going to listen anyways. She had such a bad attitude. I don't feel like telling her about our botanical garden anymore. Why waste my time with someone like that, right? She called me a gold digger and said I was trying to make a move on her rich and established son. Can you believe that? Ugh, she did not pass the vibe check. Honestly, she made me want to puke. How could a person be so cruel? Anyways, I didn't want to waste your time filling you in on such an unpleasant story. So that's why I have been so quiet about it.
Oh, my, I'm sorry you had to go through that, dear. I can't believe people like that still exist nowadays. She does sound like a terrible person. So unreasonable and unpleasant. Oh, this makes me so mad. Well, what now? Are you still gonna marry Harry after all of that?
Of course not. Do you think I'm crazy? After meeting her, there is absolutely no way. I don't need to get married to Harry to know how miserable my life will be. Just talking to his mom for a few minutes made it crystal clear that's not the life I want. Dad, I can't imagine living like that for the rest of my life. I refuse to put myself in that situation. I refuse to associate myself with people like that. I plan to end my relationship with Harry. I'm not even sad about it.
Well, I'm glad you made that choice, Melissa. I don't want to see you get stressed over someone like that. I can't bear thinking about how unhappy you would be if you chose to marry into that family. You know that I support you no matter what. You should do what makes you happy. I'm proud of you, Melissa.
Of course. Thanks, Daddy. I really needed to hear you say that. I'm just glad that Mom didn't have to see any of this. If she had seen what happened, I'm sure this would have turned into a huge fight.
If your mom was alive to see this, you know she would have turned their house upside down. She would make sure to teach Harry's mom a hard lesson. Oh, she would have hated to have seen you get hurt. Anyways, you must have had a long day. Forget that horrible lady. Get some rest. Oh, good night, Mel.
All right, Daddy. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. You raised me to be strong. Sweet dreams. Hey, babe. What you up to? You've been awfully quiet. You haven't been answering my calls today. Is everything all right?
Oh, hey, sorry, I was outside meeting a friend, so I couldn't really check my phone.
Oh, a friend? Which one? I've met all of your friends, remember? Kevin, Brian, Jody, Brett, Christine.
Oh, actually, you don't know this friend. He's from elementary school. I don't see him very often.
Really? We dated for 3 years and there's still a friend that you haven't introduced to me yet? Who is it? I want to meet him. Invite me next time you guys hang out.
He's actually really shy and introverted. I'm not sure if he would feel comfortable. He doesn't really like meeting new people. But we'll see. I'll ask him if it's okay to bring you next time.
Aren't smart people supposed to be good at lying? I guess that's not always the case then, because you really suck at it.
What do you mean by that? Are you trying to say that I'm lying? You don't trust me?
Sir, for someone who treats his patients with care and integrity, you don't really seem to treat your girlfriend that way. Do you think that I'm stupid? I know that you went on a blind date today with some daughter of a law firm CEO.
Wait, how did you know?
Ha! You didn't think I would find out? Remember the day I met your mother? Well, she made sure that day to get rid of me the best she could. She said that I was the perfect example of what a gold digger is. That you're way above my grade. And that I don't fit your family standards because of what my family does for business. Anyways, she clearly made her point. As a bonus, she even graciously told me about your blind date plans that she set up for you.
Wow. Wow, she did?
Wow, she did. Is that all you're going to say? Just by seeing your reaction, I can see that you really don't care about me. Well, this sums it up then. We don't need to waste any more time. I think it's best we part ways now before things get ugly.
Okay then, I'm not gonna argue. You're right. And honestly, I kind of agree with my mom about what she said. I didn't want to hurt your feelings because I do like you, but it's true that you're not quite up to my family standards. Think about it. Just looking at our pay grade alone, we don't really match. All of my friends are married to someone of their equal. A doctor, a lawyer, a professor. But you're a salesperson at a small retail store. If I take you to social events and gatherings, and people ask about what you do for a living, what am I supposed to tell them?
Yep, just as I suspected. You're just like your mother. And don't confuse this as a compliment. Because your mother is the absolute worst person that I've ever met. You and your mother's way of thinking is disgusting, Harry.
Hey, let's not cross our lines here. My mother did what she thought was the best for her son, alright?
So it's okay to talk badly of me, but it's not okay to talk badly of her? Wow. I wish I knew how much of a mama's boy you were before we started dating. How did I not notice this side of you before? Had I known about this 3 years ago, I would not have even considered this relationship. To think that I wasted all this time with someone so spineless. I'm starting to wonder how you even held back for so long. You really outdid yourself. Anyways, I'm done with you. Go have a great life with that girl who fits your golden standards, and don't ever contact me again.
So, did you break up with Harry yet?
Of course, Dad. It's been weeks since I ended it with him. I've been so focused at work that I don't even have time to think about it.
Ah, that is great news. I'm really glad you decided to end it with him. Sometimes it's just best to walk away.
Right? People really show their true colors at their worst times. I can't believe how petty he was being. He was asking me to give him back all his stuff, including the gifts he gave me. Even the promise ring! So I threw everything in a box and gave it all back to him. I can't believe I dated such a pathetic guy.
Wow, I am embarrassed for him. How can he call himself a man? I don't understand how you found such a man attractive. That is so petty.
I know, Dad. It's embarrassing to even think about it. I must have been blinded by love or something. Oh well, I'm just glad that it's all over. What a relief. To be honest, I felt a bit burdened after talking to his mom. I was kind of discouraged. It scared me to know that people actually think like that and made me wonder if other people I meet will be like that too.
Oh, don't think about it, sweetie. I can assure you, people like that don't deserve you. He's a doctor, so what? It's nothing compared to your golden heart. There are plenty of good people out there that will appreciate it. You're perfect in my eyes. You can do so much better. They don't know what they're missing.
Aw, I love you, Dad. Thanks for saying that. What would I do without you? By the way, did you see how many reservations we have been getting lately? We even have a group reservation later at 3 p.m. And there's a whole school coming for a field trip tomorrow, too. It's going to be so busy this week. I don't know what's going on, but the sales have been skyrocketing the past few days. We might have to hire more staff.
I noticed. We've been getting a lot more busier. The calls have been non-stop. It's because our botanical garden has been trending as a hot place to visit on Instagram lately. People keep tagging us and posting reels about it.
Is that why? How exciting! At this rate, maybe we will become millionaires.
Hey, we have to stay humble. It's not like we're running this business for the money. It's your mom's favorite place. She left it for us to take care of when she passed. I just want to keep this place lively in her honor.
I know, Dad. The garden meant so much to her. She would have loved to see how much this place flourished. The people, the laughter, all the beautiful flowers and the butterflies. All of our hard work is finally paying off. If only she was still here. I miss her a lot.
Oh, I know, sweetie. I do too. I think about her a lot lately. I know she's been watching over us. Our garden has grown so much. Remember how it all started? Your mom just wanted a few trees here and there. And then we added some of her favorite flowers on her birthday. And then slowly, our friends and family wanted to come over to take pictures and have picnics. Now, everyone wants to come visit and see how beautiful it is. Speaking of getting busy.
Yes, Dad? What is it?
Do you by chance still have that dirtbag cell number?
Who? You mean my embarrassing ex, Harry?
Yes, him, your embarrassing ex.
Why do you want his number?
Because I have a great idea. Do you mind forwarding his number to me?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Wow, I can't believe I still have his number. I meant to delete it, actually. Here you go. But really, what exactly are you planning?
Trust me, it's gonna be so good. You're gonna thank me later. Hello, is this Harry Smith?
Yes, this is he. May I ask who is asking?
This is Thomas, Melissa's father.
Oh, I see. Hello? How can I help you?
I must have caught you off guard. Sorry to be so abrupt. I got your number from my daughter. I heard that your mother and my daughter got into an unfriendly conversation the other day. Is that right?
Yes, that did happen.
Well, when I heard about what happened, I just couldn't shake off the feeling that it could have gone any other way. As a father, there's not much I've done for Melissa, so I want you to do something nice for her, you see? You guys have dated for 3 whole years now, and I think that you both would regret it to end everything without even trying to work it out.
Sorry to break it to you, but Melissa and I have already ended our relationship. It's no use crying over spilt milk.
I understand what you're saying, but there's always a second chance to everything. I'm sure you're feeling reluctant now, but please hear me out. I think that you and your mother might have misunderstood what kind of business our family runs. I really want to show you and your mother what our family is all about before you decide to completely end the relationship. I'm confident that this will give your mom a whole new perspective about Melissa and our family. Maybe she'll even warm up to Melissa. She sounds like a reasonable person. Do you think you could bring your mother to our garden next weekend?
All right, sir. I don't think it's going to change anything, but I know you mean well. I'll try to bring my mother over next weekend then. Please send me the address to your garden.
Great. Thanks for thinking it over. You're not going to regret this. I'll send you the location address. Here's the snapshot of the garden location. Let me know when you're here, and I'll come to greet you. Thank you again for reconsidering. I'll see you then.
Okay, I'll see you next week. Babe, why didn't you say anything?
Oh? Who's this? Isn't this my perfect, rich, and most established doctor ex-boyfriend, Harry Smith? What an honor!
My mother and I went to your family's botanical garden today.
Oh, you came today? I didn't even know you were here. How did you know where it was?
Your father contacted me the other day. He invited my mom and I over to see the garden, and I'm so glad that he did. It was so much bigger than I had imagined, like huge, and you even have a cafe and a 2-story restaurant attached to it. It was so impressive. Not to mention how packed it was. There was a line everywhere we went. I'm astonished at the amount of business you get. Why didn't you tell me that your family business wasn't just some small pottery stand at the farmer's market? I completely misunderstood. We could have avoided the drama had you just told me the truth. Why did you pretend to be some lowly person?
Huh? Oh, so that's why my dad asked for your number. It's really nothing to boast about. It's been in the family forever. The monthly sales only bring in about $700,000. It's really not that big of a deal. Definitely not some law firm.
Did you say $700,000 per month? That is a big deal, though. I don't understand why you kept this a secret. I need to tell my mom about this.
Yeah, the sales have gone up since it has been trending on Instagram as the new hot place for couples to visit on their dates. So what? You want to get back together or something now that you've seen the garden? Is that why you're texting me?
Look, I know how this seems, but it is not like that at all. You know I have always loved you, and I still do. When we ended it like that, I was so sad. I regretted saying mean things to you because I didn't mean any of it. I was just being emotional and bitter. I am really sorry. I haven't stopped thinking about you since the day we broke up. Every time I try to do something, it pained me because anything and everything reminds me of you. I even stopped contacting the other girl ever since. She is nothing like you. If you're still willing to try, I'd love to go back to how things used to be between us. Could we please get back together? I'll do anything. Think of all the great memories we had together. I miss you, babe.
Okay then. I'm sure it took a lot of courage for you to be this honest with me. I'll take you back since I can see how sincere you are.
Are you serious? Are we really getting back together then?
Yes. I can see that you learned a valuable lesson today. Perhaps there's hope after all. So will you please promise me you won't ever judge me or anyone else based on their status or job title? Because that was really cringy.
Yes, of course, I promise. I will never do that again. Thank you so much for understanding and reconsidering. I promise I'll be better. A pinky promise. You are the only one that makes me this happy. I love you, Mel.
Hi, sweetie. Huh? It's been a while. I meant to give you a call the other day. But it's been so busy I haven't had the time. How are you, dear? I recently visited your garden. It was so lovely. Why didn't you tell me anything about it? I had no idea your family owned such a grand garden. I'm sorry, I must have misread. Did you just call me sweetie? Why, yes. I heard you and Harry are back together. When I heard the news, I was so happy for both of you. You guys are meant for each other. And of course I would call you that. After all, you two are eventually going to get married. You're practically family now. Seriously? Oh, are you still upset about that day? I know. You must have been so frustrated. I'm so sorry, dear. It was just a big misunderstanding. I blame my blood pressure. It was oddly high that day. I must have lost control over my temper. I am so sorry, dear. Please don't take it personal. People get like that when they get old. I didn't really mean any of it. Wow. I never thought I'd live to see this day. You're like a completely different person all of a sudden. What do you mean? I honestly thought you were a person that can't be reasoned with. And here you are, apologizing. You and your son completely changed your attitude after seeing our garden. Don't you remember our last conversation? This is actually very entertaining to see. Did you say that I have a thick skin? So what does that make you then? Now, don't be so cruel. I'm still going to be your mother-in-law one day. Let's just forget that day ever happened. It'll be good for the both of us. Listen, lady. It looks like you're still misunderstanding the situation. So I'll be straightforward with you. The chances of your son and I getting married is at 0%. Simply put, it will never happen. Not in this life, not in the next, not ever. I knew he wouldn't stop bothering me until I took him back, so I did it temporarily. Just for fun. I just wanted to see his reaction. It was quite entertaining for the time being to see how differently he acted as soon as he learned the truth. But honestly, I'm getting bored now. He's too predictable. I can see right through him. If I were you, I wouldn't get my hopes up. You don't need to call me sweetie, nor do you need to apologize. It's too late. You both have already shown me what kind of people you are. Even after I took him back, it didn't seem to me that you're apologizing for the right reasons. Now, wait a minute, Melissa. Unfortunately, I have nothing more to say. And I don't really want to continue this conversation. So please stop texting me. Also, while you're at it, please tell Harry to do the same. You can tell him he got dumped by that small pottery stand girl. Thanks so much! Hi! So, I wanted to block you guys and call it a day. But my dad really wanted to say a few words before we ended this for good.
Oh, hello, sir.
Hello, Thomas. How are you?
Hello, everyone. I asked Melissa to start a group chat with you two. There is something that I've been meaning to tell you all.
Of course, please don't hesitate.
As you may have seen the other day when you visited our garden, our family runs quite a big business. But it always wasn't that big. It took us nearly 20 years of hard work for it to grow like that. We started from nothing. We worked day and night. We haven't taken any holidays off since we opened the garden. During those 20 years, my loving wife, who recently passed away, put all of her heart and passion into the garden. That garden was her whole life. She loved the nature, the trees, the plants, and flowers. She always dreamed of creating a place where people can come and relax and make beautiful memories. Unfortunately, she didn't get to live to see how much people came to love the place. She would have been so happy. You might just think that it's some garden or some sort of source of income. But to Melissa and I, it is much more precious than that. It's our hard work, passion, and love. All of our priceless memories with my wife resides there. I wanted to tell you that it's not always about the money. It may not always be obvious, but sometimes you can't put a number on a value. A small pottery stand at a farmer's market or not, you will never know the true value just by looking at it from the outside. You might be saving lives, and we might be creating beautiful memories for people. Small or big, we all matter. Everyone works hard to contribute to this world one way or another.
I didn't know that it meant so much to you. Oh, I feel bad that I was so quick to judge without even trying to get to know what's behind the scenes. I want to truly apologize for my rude behavior. I'm sorry, Melissa.
I was too busy glorifying my son. I didn't even try to learn or understand your story. When I saw how successful your business was, all I could think of was for my son to get married with Melissa for our family's reputation. How selfish of me. I am ashamed of the way I acted. I was blind and ignorant. I deeply apologize for being so rude. Please don't ever judge a person because of their background or their job title. What I do for my job shouldn't be the factor of deciding whether or not I'm qualified to be your wife or daughter-in-law. It's not your place to judge my value based on what I do. Anyways, we thought we'd share this bit with you so that you realize what kind of mistake you made. I hope you learned a valuable lesson from this. Blinded by pride and greed, Lori and Harry ruined what could have been a happily ever after for everyone. I guess in a way, I am glad that this all happened. Because had I not known how shallow and foolish they were, I probably would have suffered a very unhappy marriage life. Although we didn't have to go out of our way to show them our garden, we wanted to give them a taste of their own medicine. After that day, they tried many times to reconnect with us. But with everything that's happened, I knew it was time to move on. Hopefully, this taught Lori and Harry an unforgettable lesson. Eventually, the word of mouth spread throughout the city, and our botanical garden became even more popular. We had an average of 2,000 visitors each week. It became the ultimate it place for people to visit when in town. Also, I am happily dating again. Not with Harry, of course. I ended up meeting someone who appreciates and values me for who I am. I'm sure my mother is proud of our family, watching over us from heaven. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.